Hello my friends, Mark Thomas the Home Builder. Welcome to my Home Outdoors channel. Today, before I get started with this particular video, I do want to clarify, over the last month and a half I've reviewed some high-end German forestry tools, and here's just a picture of not all of them, but a handful of them right there. And today I finally had a chance to talk to somebody, an acquaintance of mine. His name's Peter. So Peter, thank you, in case you ever see this video. I asked him how you pronounce this name, and he speaks like 4 or 5 languages. Like I said, he's born in Germany. He looked at it. Let me get a closer look so you can see. He's like, Ochsenkopf. Like, oh, I've been saying Aschenkopf. He's like, nope, Ochsenkopf. And he said it means ox head. So, this hatchet that I reviewed lately, if you look, this one hasn't worn out yet from me using it, but you can see that picture of the ox head, and right below it says ox head, and that's what he said the translation means in English. So now that that's clarified, let's get on with the video. Alright, today's video is how to build the best size chopping block with a tire. Now, I built one before. I found a couple small car tires, and they're 14-inch wheels, and they weren't, this is a big truck tire, but it wasn't quite as wide, so I stacked 2 on top of each other. But it's kind of deep right here, this profile. Like this truck right here has a 75 profile, and there's a lot of area down there where when you split wood that the bark falls in there, and you got a lot to clean out. And that 14-inch tire, even though it's small, it seems nice. A lot of your bigger wood that you split is going to be over 14 inches. So I have here in the back of my truck, I don't know if you can see this right here, this is like the Optimum size. But before I do that, I just want to show you, like if you get a big wide tire like this, there's a lot of area in there to clean out, and that's not good. So let's go to the next step, and I'll show you the Optimum size and setup with a tire chopping block. Alright, so this is the Optimum size tire right here for a chopping block. This is a 225 50 R15, and this 50 is the profile, so it's a real narrow profile tire. I don't know if you can really see it very well from the angle of the camera, but there isn't much room right here for like bark to get collected in the tire, and there's just enough room there that with that profile, in case you miss it, your axe is still going to hit this right here. And with this wider size right here, you can stuff more than like one piece of firewood in it at a time. Or if you happen to cut a real big round piece, the odds of having something that's, let's see what, 18 inches, that's going to fit inside of here. And you probably don't want to lift too many things more than 18 inches in diameter to lift up in there. So this is the Optimum size. And let me put this on the ground, and I'll show you a few more interesting features about it. Okay, so here it is on the ground, and I decided to go with 1 tire instead of 2, and I raised it out the actual chopping block itself with a 4x4, so it's about 3.5 inches off. And you can take several pieces of wood and put it in there like this. Big piece of oak, throw that in there. And here's a skinnier piece of cherry. Let's see if I can squeeze. Alright, there. There's 4 pieces of wood right there in 1 tire. It's all nice and tight. Let me grab an axe and let's do some splitting. Alright, so I got the wood ready to split. Today's tool of choice, the Ochsenkopf. This is the big ox, the OX. I gotta look at it. 635H. H for hickory. Alright. I roll this piece of oak out of the way a little bit. Alright, 4 pieces of wood. Here we go. 1 piece of cherry. And here's some oak. There we go. And Alright, not bad. Got everything split into at least 3 or 4 pieces per log. Alright, so here you can just see how it all split apart. Nice and easy. There's a big piece of oak right here. Alright, I may split this one a little bit more. That's a little bit big for my stove. And the nice thing about this setup right here, there's room for the bark. Like when you get bark like this, it can slide underneath. So it's nice to have a tire shimmed up off the chopping block a little bit. Oh, let me square that up a little bit. Yep. So that's the best setup right there. Alright, let's try out the Universal Forestry Axe. This is the Oxenkoff OX20H-1257. This is like the middleweight size. And it has a shorter handle than what I was using, so I gotta remember to stand closer so I don't miss and have it come back towards me. It's a lot different swinging this. You can really get that flying compared to a big heavy maul. Alright, a couple nice pieces to put in the wood stove. This is about ready to go. There we go. Alright, that's how it's done. Alright, I hope you find today's video helpful. If you do, please give me a comment, give me a thumbs up. It would really help my channel out a lot. It'd help support it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Alright, so I decided to take the camera off the tripod. Just kind of walk around the chopping block a little bit so you can just see the setup. Those are 6x8 treated timbers down there. They're not real common. I just happen to have them on hand. And then a couple more 6x8s right there. And some 4x4s. And I used some lag bolts. I just drilled a couple holes in the tire, which you can't see. Just keeps water from collecting, which could be like a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which you don't want. So that's the chopping block.